You ever notice how there's always that one person in the group chat? The one who says, sounds fun. Let's see. Maybe next time. And then never shows up. At first, you think they're flaky. Then you think they're bored of you. Then you stop inviting them. But here's the truth most people miss. That person isn't avoiding life. They're choosing a different version of it. And if you're someone who secretly feels relief when plans get canceled, if a quiet evening at home feels better than a loud night out, if your idea of a perfect weekend includes pajamas, comfort food, and zero expectations, this video is going to explain why. Because what society calls boring, psychology calls something very different. Let's start with something simple. Not everyone gets energy the same way. Some people plug into other people. They feel alive in crowds. Noise wakes them up. Movement fuels them. Others, they lose energy every time they socialize, even when they're having fun. Every conversation drains a little battery. Every laugh costs a bit of focus. Every outing comes with an invisible bill. And eventually, the bill comes due. Home isn't where they hide. Home is where they recharge. Psychologists describe this through arousal regulation. Some nervous systems need high stimulation to feel okay. And when the outside world constantly asks you to perform, your home becomes the only place where you're allowed to exist without explaining yourself. Now, here's the part most people get wrong. They assume staying home means doing nothing, scrolling, zoning out, wasting time. But research suggests something surprising. People who enjoy solitude tend to be more reflective, more creative, better at deep problem solving, more emotionally self-aware. Because when you're alone, your mind finally gets space. No interruptions, no social monitoring, no need to react in real time. That's when ideas form. That's when patterns connect. That's when thoughts finish themselves. Some of the most important insights people ever have don't happen at parties. They happen on couches, in notebooks, at 2 a.m. with the lights off. Solitude isn't empty. It's fertile. And yet, society treats staying home like a flaw. We glorify being busy, being booked, being outside. If you're not constantly doing something, posting something, or attending something, you're falling behind. But what if your version of fulfillment doesn't look good on Instagram? What if your happiest moments are quiet ones no one sees?
A favorite mug, a familiar show, a playlist you've memorized, a room that feels safe. That's not failure. That's alignment. Now, let's talk about the uncomfortable side, because not everyone stays home for healthy reasons. Sometimes staying in feels safer because the outside world feels threatening. Social anxiety, emotional exhaustion, past experiences that taught you being seen equals being hurt. In those cases, home becomes both a sanctuary and a shield. And there's a difference between choosing solitude and retreating into it. One restores you. The other slowly shrinks your world. The question isn't, do you like staying home? The real question is, do you stay home because it fills you up, or because leaving feels impossible? That distinction matters. Peace feels calm. Avoidance feels heavy. Learning to tell the difference is self-awareness, not judgment.
For people who genuinely love being home, joy comes from small things, routines, textures, familiarity, the same chair, the same window light, the same quiet moments repeated. These people don't need novelty to feel alive. They need depth. They don't chase stimulation. They curate it. Psychologists call this low stimulation preference. It means your internal world is already rich. You don't need constant input because your mind knows how to occupy itself. And in a world that never shuts up, that's not weakness. That's rare. Here's something else people don't talk about. Loving home often means you value presence over performance. You're not trying to be interesting. You're trying to be grounded. You don't need every moment to become a memory. Some moments are just meant to be lived quietly and forgotten. And that's okay. Not every life is meant to be loud. Some are meant to be deep. So if you're the person who cancels plans without guilt, who feels relief when weekends are empty, who would rather recharge alone than socialize out of obligation, you're not broken. You're not lazy. You're not missing out. You're just wired differently. And understanding that can change how you see yourself. Before you go, here's something to think about. In a world addicted to noise, choosing peace is an act of self-respect. If this video felt like it was talking directly to you, subscribe. The next one was even deeper into the psychology people never explain. And once you hear it, you won't see yourself the same way again. So tell me in the comments, do you stay home because you love it or because the world asks too much of you? Either way, you're not alone.